Um, I know you're a man of faith. So how has your faith stabilized your mental health now and help you with your basketball career?
Yeah, so it was one of those things where my grandfather's a pastor down here and he's done a lot for the city of Louisville. But it's one of those things where growing up as a kid, it's kind of different. Like I just was there, like looking for Granny, trying to get candy from her, doing whatever I could just to
Yeah.
kind of pass time. And then as I got older, I would say faith kind of slipped a little bit, but it took kind of losing Zach in a sense to make me reach out to God. And it was like I was so mad. It was like I was dealing with my own mental health, me trying to take my life, me losing someone to taking their own life, and then
Uh,
me finding,
were you mad with God or were you just mad in general?
I think at first I was mad with God because I was like, how could he let all these things happen to me? And it was a very selfish like thing. Like I was very much like, why, how could you let this happen to me? But
Yeah.
so many people were affected by Zach, and still are to today. He has a family, he had other friends as well. But it was one of those things where I was also going through stuff. I had also tried to take my life, 6-ish months before, and so it was kind of just in question, like how could you let someone already going through so much deal with that much more? But I we had a lot of people around the country were kind of reaching out to our team and me personally. Um, but there were a few ministries on campus that had reached out, and I kind of just blew them off in a sense. But then one reached out, and I was just like, you know what, I'll meet with them. And he's one of my best friends today. We had met like every week for like 2-3 straight years after Zach. And between that and counseling, I really found my faith, and um, you know, we have a lot that happens to us in life. Um, and God never promised us that anything was going to be easy, but He promised us that we would never go through anything alone. And I think that's the biggest thing that I've taken away from my journey is just understanding that I'm never alone in anything that I go through, because He's always there. I can feel, alone in the world. I can feel all these different feelings, sad, mad, whatever it is. But I always have Him to lean on. And so, for a big stretch, it was like that's who I was leaning on to get through a lot of stuff. And even when you're mad, sad, happy, whatever feeling it is, you should always show thanks